Arteta and Edu summer plans have gone ahead to be revealed by the closest source that comes in from Arsenal, that is Simon Collins. You know him very well. He's an Arsenal correspondent for the Evening Standard. Guys, how are you? In my country, it's really burning hot. It's really burning hot, and we just can't wait to see how we really move on to where we deserve to be here onto the Rokani Media Football. Smash the like button, comment and share. If you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. And as you know, we want to hit the magic number of 220, and you're left with limited subscribers to hit that number. Don't forget to obviously smash close to 300 likes on this video as we talk Hutchinson. You know that young lad that was really one of the highly rated before Nwaneri came in through at Arsenal, that really crossed from Arsenal to Chelsea expecting lots and lots of things, but his career has gone ahead to obviously die out. You know, it's shrinking, and he's gone ahead and obviously spoken out about his future. Then lastly, Cedric Suarez in the mix. Arsenal's new plan for Cedric Suarez has been revealed. Is he leaving the summer transfer window, or he's not going to leave in there? Now, we thank God for the gift of life, the Muslims, Barakallahu Fikum and Ramadan Mubarak. Let's obviously set off with Simon Collins revealing to us the Arsenal summer plans as Arteta and Edu are really working upon them. He says, Arsenal are already making plans for the summer transfer window, with both Mikel Arteta and Edu having a clear vision of what is needed. The club will target a top-level forward and a new midfielder. They'll also target a new defender and are likely to be in market for a new goalkeeper. So, when you look at those people that Arsenal is looking at, that means centre forward 1, new midfielder, 1 defender and 1 goalkeeper. Those are 4 new signings that Arsenal are going to be really looking to bring in. The strikers, you know, Soares, Victor Osimhen. I really went ahead, obviously, to run a poll into the WhatsApp group, and you people voted Victor Osimhen, and Soares came second. So, for everyone who is asking me how to join the WhatsApp group of this channel, go into the comment section, and after going in the comment section, smash like button. Go into the description box. There is a link, and you'll follow it and join our WhatsApp group. That's where you can find us, and we can continue with the conversations there. So, the forwards, Arsenal looking at Ivan Toney, Soares, Victor Osimhen, Santiago, and Zikazi. There are very many. That's why I've gone ahead to obviously open up a channel that does the top 10, and I'm going to come out and really reveal to you the top 10 strikers that Arsenal are really looking at, amongst which they'll have to choose one, and that one will be really named to us. So that is it. A new midfielder, Douglas Luiz is the priority, Zubimendi and others. So it will depend on what Arsenal's plan are for the midfielder. But even Amadou Onana is among those midfielders that Arsenal is really looking at. Joshua Kimmich, recently we went ahead obviously get a story that Arsenal is in for Joshua Kimmich, and we were not really surprised, because they need experience into their side of Arsenal that plays the game of football. So center forwards and the midfielder. Then they're going to talk about a defender, right? Yesterday I brought you a story about Murillo. Murillo is a left-sided center back who plays for Crystal Palace, and how you have gone ahead to say it that Arsenal is being linked to a defender, meaning that there was a sack of salt evidence in that story, and Arsenal looking in for a defender. Those are 3. Then a goalkeeper, as we all know that I think Al-Hain left. Then Ramsdale is not expected to stay at Arsenal because he wants to be a first choice goalkeeper, and he's pushing to go into the first 11 of England, and it was going to be very easy for him if at all he was at Arsenal and he was really in the starting 11 of Arsenal to really dislodge Pickford out of that team of England. But as it stands, he doesn't have a chance, and that's why he wants to go out and look for different teams. So that means those are 4 signings that Arsenal are really looking at: a central defender, a midfielder, a forward, and a and a goalkeeper. 4 players. But I think there is an important player that Arsenal is not looking at. Yesterday when I read the story that Bukayo Saka is going to hit, obviously, get out of the England's camp because he's injured, I saw most of you mourn that what are we going to do? The cause of all this is simple, because Arsenal is not having what we call an alternative for him. The alternatives are variable. Jesus can play as a right forward. Remember, when they're playing against Man City at Emirates, it was Gabriel Jesus who took center stage to play as the right forward in that game. Then Reece Nelson can, Trossard can, and Kai Havertz can. Sorry about that. And Kai Havertz can. So, sorry about that. With Kai Havertz doing so, but he cannot really effect it to the levels of Bukayo Saka. And we look at the style of play of Mikel Arteta, he wants a left forward onto the right attacking side of the midfield, and that's why Saka is really very influential. So I'll be very shocked if Arsenal don't get in another player to compete with Bukayo Saka, because he's highly needed, and that might take their tally to 5. With those players brought in, I think Arsenal would have gone ahead to complete their juggernaut of obviously competing for trophies, and obviously being the hugest side available in there at the side of Arsenal. So we wait and see how those summer plans are really going to evolve. But Arteta and Edu have been really exquisite in all the previous summer transfer windows they've gone ahead to do. They've gone ahead to bring in players like Gabriel Magalhaes, Benjamin White, Odegaard, Gabriel Jesus, Zinchenko, Declan Rice, Kai Havertz, Julian Timber, and very many others. And other players signed, Arsenal have gone ahead obviously get themselves there. Tavares is another one that's going to make some good rounds in there for you, but him and Lokonga are really struggling, but we all know why they are. And it looked like Arsenal was like, get them in, and if they fail to get into the first 11 of Arsenal, loan them and then get some huge amount of money out of them. Like Lokonga, he's one of the best players at Luton Town and is playing him in, game out, and that is exactly what the guy has in there. For Tavares, talented and good, but I think he needs a manager to understand him better and get the best out of him. Now, as Arsenal is talking about the incomings, even the outgoings are really in huge number, and one of the confirmed players to leave the side of Arsenal is none other than Cedric Suarez, and it's coming in through from a credible journalist who goes by the names of Fabrizio Romano. He says Cedric Suarez will leave Arsenal as a free agent in the summer. Decision made. Portuguese right back remains fully committed to the club until June as top professional. Then he'll leave Arsenal. Many clubs in Europe are considering Cedric as a top option for the summer on a free transfer. So for me, Cedric Suarez leaving the club of Arsenal, I think Arsenal really went ahead to make a very bad decision not selling him last summer, because offers were there and they would have gone ahead to sell him and really get in the exact amount of money they wanted. Maybe 10 million euros would have not been bad for the side of Arsenal, but right now he's going to be leaving on a free, which is really very absurd for the side of Arsenal. The only positive is that he has gotten off the wage bill of Arsenal. Arsenal has been paying him 80. Arsenal has been paying him £85,000 a week. You understand? So times 52. So Arsenal would have gone ahead to save close to £5 million of salary and bonuses to Cedric Suarez, and it will really be hurting for me because getting a player who is worth like 10 million euros out on a free is really abysmal. In the January transfer window, Galatasaray came in through after selling Sergio Boy to Bayern Munich, and they were like interested, but Arsenal was like, we don't want to know, and we just have to let everything go on. as it's supposed to be. So, for the side of Arsenal, I think they went ahead to make a decision for them that they think is right, but I don't think it was the right decision that they went ahead to make. Getting in a person like that and really allowing him to go out on a free, it was really uncalled for me as a person who really watches this. You had Julian Timber, you had Tomiyasu, you had Benjamin White, who can play as right backs at the side of Arsenal. And how could you leave a player stay there, yet money was there? Money was offered, and they decided not to obviously sell this player. I think right now it's really bad for them, and I think Edu and Arteta will have to obviously try to find the common ground for all this. But for Cedric Suarez, let him go. Let him leave the club of Arsenal, because he doesn't deserve to be playing at Arsenal. Arsenal is going to hate to bring in more and more quality players that have going to hate to really put it in an ilk that everyone really looks it at and says, all right, this is the guy. So leaving Cedric Suarez there, because we know he's leaving on a free. It's Fabrizio Romano confirming to us. Let's go to Omari Hutchinson in an Arsenal side. And he left. He denied or he turned down a contract proposal from Arsenal and went to Chelsea, because Chelsea are going to hate to promise him heaven and earth. But even right now at Chelsea, he has going to hate to fail to obviously feature there, and he's going to hate to find himself loaned. So, we've been told by Simon Johnson, he worked with Athletic, that Omari Hutchinson has some big decisions to make this summer. Hutchinson has just 1 year left on his contract at Chelsea, with several teams monitoring his situation with a view to a transfer or a possible loan for next season. And I think they should really get this guy going ahead to play in very many games, because he's really losing out a touch. You know, you're going to hate to see what Sancho was like after spending very many months without playing the game of football. So this guy, Hutchinson, was at Arsenal, he left, and he went in at Chelsea, but he signed a 2 or 3 year contract at Chelsea, and it's gonna be really running down. And it's running down. It's like a confirmation that the player is gonna really go out on a free. And you wouldn't like sorry about that. You wouldn't like to obviously leave Chelsea like that, because it will show how poor you are at making really decisions. And Hutchinson shouldn't be really doing this. I think he should be doing better. But he's a talented guy, and he has a very good swift left foot in there for you. So he also added and said that I got called up for both England and Jamaica, but I said, look, for me, I want to leave internationals out for this season and focus on getting promotion, said the player born in Red Hills Bay. There are lots of games and my body is quite sore, so it's my first season in men's football. I just said I wanted to leave it all and focus on Ipswich. So he's playing for Ipswich down in Ipswich, right? Let's see where Ipswich is. Are they in the Ipswich professional team? Plays in the championship, right? So it plays in the championship, and let me see where is Ipswich. Ipswich is Ipswich is third on the championship table, meaning that they can obviously try to really take on these other teams. With Leeds 82 points, Leicester City 82 points, Ipswich is having 81, and Leicester City has a chance to go up if they play their game in hand and really win it. They'll go 3 points ahead of Leeds United and Ipswich. So Ipswich is tied with Leeds, and we wait and see how that really happens. So they're really trying their level best to take it to the next level and compete, but it looks like this guy is really doing fine and really taking the team to the best where it deserves to be. And let me see how he's really performing down there. You might be good at making news when you're not really making good music. So We look at his stats. He has gone ahead to play 37 games in the championship and he has gone ahead to score 7 goals. Not bad for him, especially if at all he's playing in as a midfielder. So thank you very much for watching through. Your reactions to everything we're going to talk about are welcome in the comment section below. I'm out. See you later.